in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from Atlanta. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Play fake, Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Play action, Mariota. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now Mariota on 4th down. And complete to Drake London. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Cool up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Opinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, it's Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now a play fake. Wentz on the move to his left. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 52 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. And that flag accepted. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40. Mariota now to throw on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Mariota. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll go option to the short side. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as this defense, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Mariota now from the 50. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to air one out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. There he goes, right side. But he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance, knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On play action, Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Throwing now is Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wentz. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mariota.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed up on that one.
One way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense is expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
Flushed out right. They'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Mariota. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Following a touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. Now Wentz. Rolling to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This one left side caught by Gibson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. First and 10, it's Patterson.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Quality coverage that time. The slowdown has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Taking a shot for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota.
This pass is caught by London. And past the 40. Before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big game there after going backwards and then leading to a third down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, it resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some pass to run through now.
So the line losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down, a ways to go here. Third and 14. Now Wentz.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
Able to convert on third and 14, a terrific play call.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Meanwhile, Wentz is thrown into the hands of McLaurin.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, it's Wentz. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Wentz. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson on the receiving end for Carson Wentz. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mariota to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on a catch and run. 31 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Again, it's Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Wentz's throw on target. This is McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
The offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Back near his goal line, Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, Mariota hitting London coming across the field. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Play action now. Mariota. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
To throw is Mariota. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They'll go, it's Patterson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On play action, Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. It would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
This gentleman's get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? But here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Wentz now to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 36 yards. And the Commanders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for a second straight play. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. To throw, Mariota. Right back to Pitts again. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 33 yards that time. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Here's Mariota. This is caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want for football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Wentz. Able to connect with Dotson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time,
and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play, because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf. Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, Clyde's probably going to win out in that situation.
7th play on his drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down.
He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Mariota now. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. To throw again on second down. Mariota. He's got Patterson on the out route. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, CD, they went with the aggressive play call, taking a shot downfield here on the first drive of overtime. Unfortunately for them, it backfires with the interception.
Yes, that aggressiveness sometimes comes with a price tag, doesn't it? You take the big shot downfield, trying to end the game right here. But they were ready for it, made the play, and now they have their opportunity to come down and kick a field goal and get this one over with.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. First throw of overtime for Wentz. And this one too low. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Wentz. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Another catch for him. He's over the 250-yard mark now for the game, and he's got another first down. On play action, it's Wentz.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So an interception on one side and then an interception on the other. So both quarterbacks, Charles, with turnovers here in overtime.
So apparently one good defensive play deserves another. Both sides coming up big in overtime, both getting interceptions, trying to set up their teams to score and win the game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Mariota.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Complete to Zacchaeus. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Mariota.
Dancing to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Falcons are going to win the game.
But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you the